to find the nectar of silence beyond my mind. Opening to the light beyond, opening up my life to touch the stars, awakening from this dream to find the nectar of silence beyond my mind. We are awakening, awakening, opening, awakening, awakening to the light beyond, opening up my mind to touch the stars, awakening from this dream to find the nectar of silence beyond the mind. We are awakening, awakening, opening, awakening, opening, awakening, opening, awakening.
Beautiful, beautiful song by the choir, Barbara. Thank you. I'd like to welcome everyone to UNG of the Seacoast, where two or more gathered, we'll the sea crowd. And especially, I'd like to welcome the new listeners and anyone on live stream. Please silence your cell phones. I will now read the daily word, which is purpose. I pursue my purpose with passion. Over the course of my life, I've discovered what has kindled my passions, captivated my attention, and made me feel most alive. My passions lead me to discover my purpose to which I choose to devote my time and my life. My highest spiritual purpose is to live from my divine nature. My divine gifts of life, love, and wisdom express uniquely through my passions, fulfilling me with demonstrating the truth of my being. I listen to the still, small voice of spirit within to discern the best way to fulfill my purpose. I heed its call to learn, discover, and grow. It is never too early or too late to embark upon the journey of a lifetime. I am ready, willing, and more than able. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world to testify to the truth. That comes from John 18:37. Again, the affirmation for today is purpose. I pursue my passion, my purpose with passion. And at UNG Seacoast, we always begin with our mission statement, and it will be streaming on the bottom of this screen up there. We're a loving, nurturing community
dedicated to being a positive path to spiritual living, to awaken oneness with God within us all.
Now it's time for comments, remarks, and thoughts. You may check our website. You can see the weekly announcements. All our talks are archived there if there's something you want to look back and reflect on. Also, our donate button is there. And the name of it is Tidely, and you may also go to that link and donate if you choose. And if you feel to call in, if your heart calls you in to mail a check, you may mail it to our address at UNG of the Seacoast, McConnell Center, Suite 246, 61 Locust Street, Dover, New Hampshire, 03836. 03820. I was thinking this morning when I was reading this part about a tithe, and I couldn't help. And if anyone has the opportunity, if you'd like to go to our website, I wrote a poem on my journey of tithing and where it's taken me today and continues. So feel free to read that. And also the first Monday of the month, which is coming up, Charlie Rashad has a meditation at 7 p.m. Please join him. We've also been broadcasting live to YouTube on our YouTube channel. Just type in Unity of the Seacoast in the YouTube search button. We will eventually have many of our past services archived there as well. And it's kind of hard to find, but just keep searching, you'll find it. With prayer, you'll find it. Trust me. And on September 11th, Tom will be doing a service on using what we know. It will be a service reflecting on the individual gifts used to save the Thailand boys soccer team after they were trapped in an underground cave. It will be followed by a watch party here of 13 Lives. It's a film by Ron Howard. And October 2nd, can't wait to hear our own Bev Raymond will be our special guest speaker. And also, Unity of the Seacoast has a greeting, and it's a Sanskrit word, namaste, which means whatever you want it to mean, but say the divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Now, Bob will break us with another song.
Teach me to pray. My heart is open wide. Inside is cleared away. Oh, Spirit, teach me to pray. Lift me up in the night. In your holy way, no way, this time is right. Oh, Spirit, please alive. Teach me to love. I'm conviction free. Let my heart open up. Oh, Spirit, teach me to love. Teach me to embrace. Wash my fears away. Here in the silent space, oh Spirit, teach me living grace. In grace, oh Spirit, teach me to pray. Oh, sorry.
My favorite. You know, I just wanted to mention as far as tithing, it's talent and treasure too. And man, we're always looking for more facilitators. You'll grow a lot if you facilitate. So I just wanted to put that out there. So it's more than, just monetarily tithing. It's a lot more than that. Just being part of it. So now my favorite part, Peterson, our spiritual leader, Tom. I couldn't help, I'm an observer, and I used to observe him when he first came to Unity of the Seacoast. He'd be on the right there most of the time with his dear wife Casey, and I watched him, and we talked, and later on, I don't remember what it was, but he shared with me that he really liked to be a Unity minister. Then go for it. So, there's not a whole lot more I can say about Tom, but here he is today. He immediately started to take classes for the Unity ministry, and at one time, he didn't think he was good enough. And someone reached out to him and said, absolutely, you can carry the message of love. I don't know if that's verbatim, but that's so I was thinking this morning, all I could think of was, Tom is someone who, if anyone reaches out their hand at any time, he's always there. So please welcome back, Tom.
Bonnie and everyone, thank you so much. I'm glad to be back. I've kind of missed this between the wedding and COVID. I'm feeling good, though. I still have that little hoarse thing in my throat. I'm very happy to be here. Again, the song. Wow. And to have a choir, such a great choir. I thank everyone. It sounds great. It masks great. It fills me up before I start. It makes me know that we're a group or a team, and I just love that. So my talk today is about meditating, how, why, and kind of the nuts and bolts of it. When we're driving down the road, we're lost. We have trouble finding an address. The first thing we do is we reach for the radio and turn it down. Because instinctively, we know that we need quiet to sort stuff out. Too much distraction becomes an overload. It's like the chaos of sensory. And through prayer, it's our fourth principle. Through prayer and meditation, we align our heart and mind with God. Denials and affirmations are the tools that we use. In Mark chapter 1, verse 35, and rising very early in the morning while it was still dark, he departed and went out to a desolate place, and there he prayed. The he is Jesus. And this is during a time of great activity and bustle. The day before, he had been at Simon's house, Simon Peter, to heal Simon's mother-in-law. And others brought people who needed healing until it was said the whole city was at the door. Later this day, he was going to begin a trip to Galilee to preach and to heal. So Jesus took time to quiet himself. In the Bible, Jesus often takes time to find a quiet place to pray, to sort things out. And none of this is new to us. Going into the quiet is how we communicate with ourselves, and we find the answers that we need. It's where our God consciousness resides. Nobody ever said, I had this great idea while watching The Bachelorette. Because we need to tune out distractions. Charles Fillmore believed that everybody meditates. People use different terms for it. Prayer, going into the silence, whatever term you use. And what you do, that all has commonalities to all those things that others do. And it's being quiet. It's sorting out your moments, knowing that you have within you the answers. You just have to awaken yourself to them. Meditation is essential in becoming whole in body, mind, and spirit. It's the purpose. Its purpose is a union with God. Its purpose is oneness with yourself, with all that is, and allowing all that is to flow to you, and for you, what you know, to flow outward. You know, in here in the church, we usually do the guided meditation. And even though, although I do them, I have a point, it's sort of generic because it's for a group. And I try and engage the group instead of the individual. Guided meditations, they're wonderful. You know, you can find a lot online. You can find some that are in a series, like a 20-day meditation or a series of healing meditation. And they're great when you can't quiet your mind or find direction. The guided meditation has a flow to it. It occupies that spot where your mind might tend to want to wander. And it gives your mind something to follow. But we also need meditations that are tailored for ourselves. Meditation is a process of focused awareness. It's paying attention, and then if you choose, directing that attention to an area of your choice. It could be toward healing and wholeness, towards peace, towards the health and strength of others. It can be for grounding and calmness. What you get out of your meditation is for you. You know, I often meditate for clarity. And a lot of times the clarity does not come through during the meditation, but it slows my mind down. So when the clarity or the thought or the process to the solution presents itself, I'm aware of it and I recognize it. You know, the benefits of meditation are well documented. It's what unity is based upon. You know, we've heard the stories of healing. We've seen athletes who improve their game through meditation and visualization. It's common in golf. Yoga is a form of meditation. Praying is a form of meditation. Being grateful is a form of meditation. Repeating denials or affirmations is meditation. Within you is this unlocked potential of all the greatest things. It's the most exciting thing that you can imagine for yourself is waiting there within you. You have a wealth of unique dreams and love. You have a unique power that's you, understanding and compassion of yourself and of others. Anything and all that you can dream and manifest begins in this place in meditation. You've been tapping into this since birth. You know, when I say these things, I want you to understand that they're just not words to me. I believe them with my whole heart. All my beliefs are tied into this. This is where I communicate. This is where I manifest everything in my life. Next month, I get to manifest a dream. I was invited to speak at Unity in Jupiter, which was the first Unity church I'd ever gone to. I'll be their last speaker before they close the doors to that building. So for me, it's an amazing honor, something I've manifested from the very first time I decided that I wanted to be a minister. I wanted to have one talk in front of that group to thank them. Anything you want begins in meditation and visualization. Within you is the ability to connect to Source, the source of all. It's within you all possibilities and all solutions. As I said before, the solution may not present itself right then, but the path to the solution shows up. Just be ready for it. And don't shy away from it. We all rationalize to ourselves why things don't work and are not for us. And we're right when we say that. But we're also right when we're open to yes. Connecting to yes is like shopping at the Yes Depot. You know all your dreams and desires are there, and you don't have to rationalize them away. At any age, any dream can be yours. There's always someone who late in life who decided to say yes and manifest their life. Charles and Myrtle healed many things that should not have been healed through meditation. Ponder this. He had a leg from an accident that was shorter than the other and painful. And he meditated on it so much that it grew and the pain went away. Maya Angelou, look at the life she led after she discovered unity. Look at the life of Betsy White after she discovered unity. Her career lasted far longer than anyone's in any of the field. Up to months before she died, she was still entertaining people. So what can you dream? What in your life needs healing? Don't tell me it can't be healed. I've lived a life of what can be healed. What solution do you need? The solution is waiting there for you. It's not waiting for someone else to solve it. Principle 5, it's not enough to know, we must do the work. But imagine the answers, the dreams. All that is there to build your unique life, to guide you to the steps, the path, whatever you want to call it. It's all available for you. And as I've mentioned before, it's free. It just takes faith in doing it. Here's the salesman's pitch. What does this wondrous meditation cost? What can you afford free? What kind of skill do I need? Do you have the ability to sit on your bottom? What about time? Tom, I can't even find 10 minutes. Well, first of all, I don't buy it. Everyone can find 10 minutes. We all have time for Wordle in the morning. But how about this? Record the show that you don't want to miss. Meditate. Then watch the show and fast forward through the commercials. You've created 10 minutes. Or consolidate 2 shopping trips into one. Now you've created time. You save the cost of gas. You're polluting the world less. Look at you, single-handedly saving the world just by meditating. And then you think, well, maybe I don't have the energy. It doesn't even require you to talk. You can't tell me you don't have the energy to sit on your butt and say nothing. Just sit and relax. But you get out of it what you put into it. Whatever your situation is, you can fill your unique dream of a life. So this talk, as I said in the beginning, is about the nuts and bolts of meditation. And I'm by no means professional, but the basics are the same. So I'm going to do a little work here today. Hopefully something that you can take with you. The first thing is, are you able to sit comfortably? For many, they like the lotus position. Sitting with your knees folded under them and all. I can't do that. My knees don't do that. It's not comfortable. It's painful. But for yourselves, find a comfortable way of sitting. Make it so you can hardly feel your body. See if you can get your feet flat. And see if you can keep your back straight. My first meditation of the day, I'm lying flat on my back. I don't get out of bed until I meditate. It's convenient. The room's always quiet. I'm relaxed. It's like hitting a snooze button with a purpose. Perhaps rest your arms on your lap, your palms upward. Fingers spread just a little bit. Reach capable of doing this. Now take in a few breaths, in and out. Find a comfortable pattern for you. And as you breathe in, listen to the sound. Picture the flow of your nostrils and feel your chest. You should begin to feel it in the center of your chest and spread down to your diaphragm as you breathe in and out. Rest your attention on your breath. Focus on the inhale and the exhale. Next, see if you can pause at the top of each breath and at the bottom of each breath. If it takes you 2 to 3 seconds to breathe in, and try and hold that breath for 2 to 3 seconds. Then you can focus on the exhale at the bottom of the breath. Do that for 2 to 3 seconds. Whatever time is comfortable for you. This is called square breathing. This is a natural stress breaker. This type of breathing is taught to those who suffer from panic attacks or who succumb to stressful moments. Because breathing is one of the things that the body does to regulate flow. Does it on a subconscious level. Does it when we sleep. It does it when we exercise. Our subconscious self adjusts. Yet it is also something that we can connect to on a conscious level. It's a very simple way that we bridge the connection between the conscious and our subconscious. You know, people get nervous before speaking publicly. How do we combat? We take in a breath. Target shooters, before they take a shot, at the calmest moment at the bottom of their breath, they take that shot. Cake decorators take a breath before they place that delicate piece on the cake. How many times in your life have you taken a breath to steady yourself, or to calm yourself, to calm a nerve? You instinctively know this. When you're calm, all the good in that moment flows to you. Controlled breath is the key to lifting weights, swimming, or a golf shot. When I'm writing and a word or phrase does not flow to me, I close my eyes and I take a controlled breath. I take controlled breaths while I drive. I skip the eye closing part. As we breathe in and out, we try to deepen our breath, taking in air from the diaphragm to bring it into our deepest part. In this practice, one of our goals is to reach the spot within us that's called the silence, where we all feel oneness with everything around us. Some people hit it very easily, some do not. For me, it's sporadic. But that's not the only reason to meditate. Some people focus on a past experience or success to capture that feeling again. Some think of youthful moments. Some visualize peak performances, or they see how what they are working toward will turn out. If it's an interview, feel yourself calm in the interview where all the answers flow. Imagine yourself executing your performance perfectly from beginning to end. And notice the good feeling as you become comfortable with it. If it's a healing meditation, imagine a warm light glowing and illuminating the part of you that you want to be healed. And then see that part as healthy and whole. Again, identify with the feeling of health and allow your mind to become comfortable with that feeling. Imagine a sphere of light over you or around you. Imagine that light as it moves into you and through your body, drawing focus to each part of your body as it passes. If it's a relaxation meditation, then focus on relaxing and releasing the tension of each muscle, no matter how large or small the muscle may be. From the eyelids to the brow, to the back of the neck. We work our way all the way down to the toes. And when we meditate, keep within you your smile. When you're smiling, you're releasing tension and you're releasing stress. Find imagery that works for you. You've heard me before draw an image of a newborn. I also use long, cool grass with white flowers under shade trees. I enter this area by a low white fence. I visualize myself physically opening the gate and entering into this area of calm. There are some tips to be aware of when meditating. Be aware that this is a loving process going on within you, between you and spirit. See it as a partnership with all that is and yourself. Be present. Bring yourself back when you drift away. Always remember your breath. Accept that thoughts will creep in. Sometimes they will rush in. I picture them, for me, as walking past them, or walking past me as I walk. If I need them, I can catch up. Casey sees them as traffic and lets them rush by. To some, thoughts are noise, and they just quiet them out. The ones they need, they pay attention to, but the rest fade away. But find what works for you. Do not feel like you failed because your mind wanders, because everybody's mind wanders. And if at times you can't slow your mind down, then find a guided meditation. Be aware that your energy level fluctuates from calm to mentally aroused. And focus on your breathing and come back. And be aware of when your meditation has ended. Don't feel the need to force it. When it's time to end the meditation, end it. Short meditations are great as well. I lift when I meditate. When I lift at the gym, I do quick meditations through my workout because that quick focus allows me to do the movement correctly. It keeps me safe. Allow your children and friends to witness you meditate. It's a great way to teach them a self-coping skill. Because when we meditate, we want a happy life. Happiness is our first inheritance from God. And meditation is a step towards that inheritance. If you create a meditative space, then make it you. Add your flavor to it. Your colors or flowers, your music, your scent. And make it comfortable. Some people meditate focusing on the chakras, 7 in particular. They're energy chakras within the body. They work in unison to produce a healthy body, mind, and spirit connection. They work from the base of your spinal cord. And they go up to the top of your head. They're the root chakra, which is basic trust. The sacral chakra, which works with sexuality and creativity. The solar plexus works with wisdom and power. The heart chakra works with love and healing. The throat chakra works with communication. The third eye chakra works with awareness. And the crown chakra works with spirituality. And this is where I'd like to focus my meditation this week. I'm going to step away for a second as Barbara plays a little meditation song for us.
energy focus, the world we manifest through the art of receiving creation at its best. Open the door of acceptance. We hold the key. The art of allowing gifts to set us free. Stream of well-being in constant flow. River of abundance, allow the forces to grow. Stream of well-being in constant flow. River of abundance, allow the forces to grow.
Thanks. Thanks. I seriously just love watching Darcy come back there. The seven chakras are similar in a way to the 12 powers, which is also amazing to meditate to. I pick a different power. I don't often meditate to them all at once because there's too many to focus on. So I pick one for meditation. But today with the seven chakras, I'm going to focus on all seven because I'm guiding you guys to have to remember which each one is. So I ask each of you to sit in the position that works for you. Feel comfortable, your body comfortable. And begin to breathe in, hold, out, and hold, and build towards your comfortable pace. And as we breathe in, I invite you to picture that ball of warm, glowing light encompassing your body, surrounding you. Now allow that light to pinpoint at the base of your spine. This is our safe zone. We release fear and mistrust here. Focus on the pivot points of our legs and our hips. This is the area that allows us to flee or settle in. It's the center of safety and survival. Feel that light warm in that area. I am safe. I am safe. Feel that area open up. Feel it relax. Feel it warm. Warm is safety. Warm is survival. I am safe and I am at home in my body and in my world. Now guide that light up a little bit, just below the navel. This is the womb area, the creation area. Allow that light to warm, to heal, to glow. This is the area where we feel our perfection build. We accept that we are perfect. This is the sense of self and pleasure with self. This is the center of your creation. Allow the light to grow warm and to heal. I am a creative, emotional expression. Now guide that light up just a little more, just below the solar plexus, about 2 inches above your belly button. This is the chakra for wisdom and power. This is where we set our boundaries for interpersonal relationships. This is where the butterfly affecting our stomach comes from. And as we focus this light, we open up to our wisdom, to our power in the world. Where we accept what works for us, and we deny that which does not. I trust myself, and I trust others. Now move that light up a little more to our heart chakra. This is the center of our chest. This is our heart space. We are open to love in this area. Our warm light glows as we release any hatred we have toward ourselves and towards others. This is where our self-esteem grows. We release pain and unwanted emotions. I am loving, and I am worthy of being loved. We now go a little more upward to the throat chakra. This is our communication center. This is the center of self-expression. And as we warm in openness, we lose the fear of things that we wish we could say. We are open to the right flow of communication. This is the words matter center of our being. I have the right to express my truth. And we go a little higher to that spot between your eyes, just above the brow. This is our third eye chakra. This is a center for clarity and intuition. It is the center of right judgment and of intellect. And as we warm and open this area up, we are open to the new insights that will serve us. I see and I accept things with clarity. Now we move up to the last chakra, our crown chakra. We guide that light to the top of our head. This is our spiritual connection. This is where energy flows in and out from us. This is our sense that our brain connects with the rest of what is. It's different from the spot of where our Christ connection to God is. This is the physical sense of self. It's where we ponder the thoughts and idea exchanges that we all have in this expanse of life. This is where we ponder and we accept. I am. I invite you to come back to me. And with this feeling, I would like you to think of the people in the world, those you know, those you do not know. Some people are strong and whole and healthy, sharing their gifts with the world. And others are having a tough time facing their day. They battle with illness, stress, financial, hunger, all the conditions in the world. You think of those suffering from the floods or the heat, or drought and famine. We think of the whole world with love that we have for ourselves. And we affirm their wholeness, their health, their oneness. And if there's anyone that you're thinking of at home, I ask you to type in their name in the comment box. If you don't feel comfortable with that, then their initials or just a heart or prayer emoji or something, so we know you're thinking of someone. We take those names and we add them to our prayer list each week. We pray for those over 30 days and then we send them to Silent Unity. We actually send them weekly. We also do a prayer service with another church on Wednesdays. So we give you maximum prayer for your buck. Again, free. And then there's another prayer that we do. It's called the prayers of tithes and offerings. So if I can get each of you to place your hand over your heart. At the end of this, I'm going to ask someone to do a collection. Alphonse, thank you. Divine love adds me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen.
Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to make it through. Lead me into the light. Make my eyes to see all that I could be. Help me to see it through. Help me, lead me into the light. Lead me into the light.
I want to thank everyone. Each week when we do this, it's not just for taking care of the church. We reach out to our community. We give 10% of everything that we take into the community to that which inspires us. this fireplace. And it's been local, it's been statewide, and it's been national. I'm humbly thankful every time anyone contributes. Thank you. I'd like to end this service with a prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds you. The power of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you. The presence of God watches over you. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And I am richly blessed. Amen. I'm going to have to adjust that word. Please join us for the final song. Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, in oneness all are we. In love we walk with each other, in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, the truth is my joy is found. Live each moment in love, each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, in